In a fresh raid by the Israeli army in a flashpoint area of the occupied West Bank on Thursday, at least 9 Palestinians, including a 60-year-old woman, were killed and several others were wounded, according to the reports. This is being touted as one of the deadliest days in months of unrest. The violence occurred during what Palestinian health officials described as a fierce operation in the Jenin refugee camp, a militant stronghold of the West Bank that has been a focus of nearly a year of Israeli arrest raids. The fighting comes weeks into Israel's new government, its most right-wing ever, which has pledged to take a hard line against the Palestinians and ramp up settlement construction on lands the Palestinians seek for their hoped-for state. It also comes days before US Secretary of State Antony Blinken is set to arrive in the region and push for steps that might improve the daily life for the Palestinians. In a separate statement, Palestinian Health Minister Mai Al-Kaila charged that occupation forces stormed Jenin Government Hospital and intentionally fired tear gas canisters at the pediatric department in the hospital. She described the situation in the refugee camp as critical and said that the Israeli forces were preventing ambulances from reaching the wounded. Israel's army declined to comment when asked about the health minister's tear gas allegation. The military has said only that its forces are operating in Jenin. Thursday's fatalities bring the number of Palestinians killed in the West Bank so far this year to 29, including fighters and civilians, most of whom were shot by Israeli forces. Jenin Deputy Governor Kamal Abu al-Rab said that the residents were living in a real state of war. The Israeli army is destroying everything and shooting at everything that moves, he added. Tensions between Israelis and Palestinians have soared since Israel launched the raids last spring, following a spate of Palestinian attacks that killed 19 people, while another round of attacks later in the year brought the death toll to 30. Israel says that the raids are meant to dismantle militant networks and thwart future attacks. The Palestinians say they further entrench Israel's 55-year open-ended occupation of lands they seek for their future state. Israel captured the West Bank, East Jerusalem and the Gaza Strip in the 1967 Mideast War, territories the Palestinians claim for their hoped-for state.